time we are looking at a question on the magnitude of a vector. And so the question says, given that C is the midpoint of A 5,7 and B 11,-9, find the magnitude of the vector AC. Okay, so in this question, I'm going to show you how to go about it. So the first thing that you do is, the first thing that you are going to do here is to write these coordinates as column vectors. So A, the point A as a column vector will be OA. Write it as a position vector 5 and 7. And the point B as a column vector will be OB is equal to 11, -9. Okay, so now that we have written these points as column vectors, we now need to find the midpoint. We now need to find the midpoint of A and B. So midpoint, the midpoint is found by this formula: x1 plus x2 all over 2, comma y1 plus y2 over 2. Okay, so the points that we are looking at 5,7 and 11,-9. So here, what is our x1 and what is our y1 and x2 and y2? So you pick one point. So I'll start with A, the point A. So this is going to be our x1, and the 7 here will be our y1. Then I come to the other point for B, our x2, and this one will be our y2. Okay, so this is what we have here. So in our first point A, we are going to have x1 and y1. And our second point, which is B, we are going to have x2 and y2. And so we are going to substitute these in this formula for midpoint. So we are going to substitute here. Our x1 is 5. Our x2 is 11 over 2, comma. Our y1 is 7 plus our y2 is -9 over 2. And so here we are going to simplify this. So we are going to have 5 plus 11, which is 16 over 2, 7 plus -9. It's the same as subtracting 7 minus 9, you get -2 over 2. And so our midpoint is going to be 8, -1. And so that we have, the question says find AC. So we are first going to find what AC is. So the formula for AC is going to be equal to OC minus OA. Okay, since we have A and C, so it will be OC minus OA. And so here we are going to have OC. OC is will come from this coordinate for C that we have. So we have C, which is 8, -1. So OC will be equal to 8 and -1. So we are going to have 8 here, -1, minus OA. OA is 5 and 7. So 5 here and 7. So we are going to subtract these two. And then we are going to have 8 minus 5, which will give us 3. -1 minus 7 gives us -8. And so we have our AC. So the next step now is to find the magnitude of AC. The magnitude of AC will be equal to the square root of the quantity 3 squared, this 3 here, plus -8 squared. Okay, so now that we have these two, we are going to have the square root of 64. Okay, 8 squared is 64. So we are going to have 9 plus 64. And then when we add these two, we are going to have 73. And so the square root of 73 is our answer for this question here. So just put units here. And thank you very much for paying attention.